Hey, what's up guys, this is Francisco Rex with another reaction video. This time I'm gonna be reacting to One Piece chapter 1066 guys. And let's get into One Piece guys. It has been a few days since I did the last chapter of One Piece chapter 1065, and let me tell you man, that chapter was something else man. The revelation of this city, this ancient city, or this ancient island guys, that is not even the futuristic island. This is not even the futuristic island that we thought it were. This island is in the past. Everything that you see on the island, it has been inspired by the past man, and that's why you saw the old ruins at the end of the chapter man, because of that man, because it's something from the past man. And there were another city or another island just as advanced as that man, that God knows what happens to it man. What happened to that island? It's gone man. The world government erased it man. I'm calling it man. The world government are gonna be the biggest obstacles for us, the biggest flipping obstacles for us. That final war is gonna be with the world government, and it's gonna be insane man. But yeah guys, let's get into this chapter guys. One Piece chapter 1066. There we go. The Will of Ohara man. When was the last time we heard that name man? Let alone in a flipping One Piece title man. That is something else man. So we are gonna find things out more about Ohara in this chapter man. Why would the title have Ohara in it man, if it is not gonna be about Ohara man? Robin is here with us man. This is gonna be something to do with Robin, what Robin knows man. It has to do with that man, and the fact that we are an egghead, Dr. Vegapunk, a genius mind guys. And we know that people of Ohara were geniuses themselves man, having knowledge beyond their wildest imagination man, being archaeologists man. And yeah, let's get into this chapter proper guys. There with the cover page there, Germa, the Germa fleet is here guys. Germa 66 and a Motionless Excursion volume 23. Germa returns with added bonus there. The fleet of Germa is here man, to get the Germa out of there man. You see the fleet of Germa right here guys, and above that you see things, I don't know what that is. There, that's the brothers. That's Sanji's brothers, Nijin, Yonji, Ichiji, and Reiju, right? That's the four of them. There they're flying over the fleet of Germa ships, man. There we go. Germa 66 are free, guys. With the added bonus, obviously being the fleet being here, man. First page. What's that supposed to mean? That long in the past, there used to be a futuristic city just like this one. Only in theory, as far as I know. In theory, what is that supposed to mean, guys? In theory, why are the world government erasing kingdoms if it is just based off of a theory? There is more to it, guys. Why would the world government erase kingdoms that has the knowledge of things that they don't want to be out in the world? Why would the world government erase kingdoms? Just think about it, guys. The world government don't want that information to leak to the outside world, man. They want a grasp on everything related to the ancient kingdom, man, and the Void Century as a whole, man. And that's why they want Robin so much, because he holds so much information that she can give to us. She can give so much information of what the world government don't want her to talk about. And that's why they want her to keep her mouth shut, man, to control everything that she says, man. There was once a man who gave his life for archaeology and brought that kingdom's existence to light. And that timeline matches up perfectly It matches up with the period in which a CERN machine discovered elsewhere was originally produced. What does that mean? Let's read this one again, guys. And that timeline matches up with the period in which a CERN machine discovered elsewhere was originally produced, which means this particular machine that was discovered somewhere else was produced in this timeline. So what does that mean? Has this machine has anything to do with the ancient weapons, guys? Is this one of the ancient weapons, this machine? Uranus. Is this Uranus, guys? Could it be Uranus and the world government having their grasp on Uranus ever since it was created? Does the world government have Uranus, guys? Now that I come to think about it, kingdoms are being erased. And what can do that? Ancient weapons can do that. Ancient weapons that has been talked about for so much, man, that it can erase an entire island, man. Oh my God, guys. Would that machine happen to have been made during the void century there? Robin is coming through, man. Robin knows so much, like I said, man. Because look at what she's diving into here. She's diving into the void century. She wasn't even alive then. But because of the knowledge that she has, because of O'Hara's will that is inside of her, the will of O'Hara being the tree of knowledge, man, she can come up with these knowledge, wisdom, lines, man, of the void century, man. How much do you know exactly? Sokka, she knows a lot, man. She knows flipping a lot, man. We destroyers are literally traveling with the tree of wisdom, the tree of knowledge itself, man. The fact that Robin has the will of O'Hara in her, man, says a lot, man. She knows so much about the void century, man. And the world government don't want that. The world government fears so much that they are gonna come clean, come to light as the real bad guys, man. And that's why they want to smother the information that is potentially gonna leak out to the outside world, so much so that they are willing to eliminate kingdoms that are affiliated with the world government, guys. It is crazy, man. And it comes back to how I think that Sabo didn't kill King Cobra. It is because what the world government are doing, they are erasing kingdoms. And who is the king of a certain kingdom in Alabasta? King Cobra. And you know that Alabasta, being affiliated with the world government, knows so much as well, man. Just think about it, guys. It wouldn't be past the world government to erase someone that they consider to be a threat in King Cobra. It wouldn't be past them. Look what they did to the Lulusia Kingdom. Look what they did there, guys. It wouldn't be past them. Next page. Robin, you know about this. I realize this may be painful for you to remember. Your hometown of O'Hara was leveled by a Navy's Buster Call 22 years ago, after all. I suspect this was because O'Hara was who discovered the existence of a particular kingdom. There we go. The ancient kingdom. O'Hara discovered the existence of that particular kingdom. And the world government don't want that knowledge to come out, man. That's why it got leveled by that Buster Call, man. The void century, as it is called, is the history of a war. What? Between this extremely advanced civilization of the past and a group of 20 kingdoms The 20 kingdoms won the war and later developed the world government, creating the world that we know. There we flipping go, guys. This is the information of the world government that we always wanted, man. So the world government got created out of 20 kingdoms. We know a few of those kingdoms. Alabasta, Lulusia. Who's the other kingdoms? Fishman Island, right? Dressrosa. What the flip? So the world government are erasing itself. The world government are fearing itself. You want to tell me? Because the world government got formed out of those 20 kingdoms. The 20 kingdoms are the world government, and the world government are erasing itself from the inside, because the knowledge that is known is, oh my God, no flipping wonder they are erasing kingdoms, because those kingdoms were there in the present with the war. In the war, they were there. No wonder they are erasing kingdoms. It makes sense. Oh my God, you know what the statement of Sokka just proved? It proved to me that they killed King Cobra, because King Cobra are a part of those 20 kingdoms. He's a part of that. It just proves that, guys. Why would the world government erase kingdoms that they got formed out of? Why? It makes you think. King Cobra was erased. He was killed by the world government and not Sabo. Lulusia kingdom was leveled because of the information that they had, man. Or they had, yes, the information that they had because they were present. They were in that war, man. They were one of the kingdoms that participated in that war, man. Against who we will probably find out more. Because we only know by this chapter alone. We know that the world government got formed out of 20 kingdoms. Against who they fought is God knows alone, man. Oh my God. This brings so much more to light of what could have happened to King Cobra. The world government killed him. Because King Cobra Alabasta is a part of the 20 kingdoms that formed the world government. It makes sense. Now that Sokka brought this to light, guys, it makes more sense why the world government are erasing these kingdoms, man. They are essentially erasing themselves from the inside out, guys. They are erasing themselves. The world government are erasing itself from the inside out because of the information, because of what happened during that war against a particular opponent, man. Probably natives or citizens of the ancient kingdom, man. Probably citizens of that kingdom, man. Oh my God, guys. This brings so much more to light of what I suspect of what could have happened to King Cobra, man. Oh my God in heaven. The 20 kingdoms won the war and later developed the world government, creating the world that we know today. And in order to ensure that the ideals of that ancient kingdom could not be passed down, they erased all traces of it from history. Listen to this, guys. I'm gonna read it again. And in order to ensure that the ideals of that ancient kingdoms could not be passed down, so it was ideals. It is, oh my God, guys. It's too much for me. My brain cannot handle this, the information that Sokka is giving us here, man. So in order to make sure that the ideals of the ancient kingdom isn't passed down to another generation, they made sure to erase all traces of it all together. And the only people that has knowledge of it are the kingdoms, the 20 kingdoms that form the world government. And Ohara Obviously, O'Hara, Alabasta, Lulusia Kingdom. It makes sense, guys. Sokka just confirmed what could have happened to King Cobra without saying it, man. The world government killed King Cobra because of the ideals of the ancient kingdom that he feared would be leaked by King Cobra himself. He feared that King Cobra got too close, got too soft in a way, man. The world government feared that King Cobra was going to leak the information, the ideals. And who so far do we know that has the ideals, that potentially had the ideals of the ancient kingdom? Lulusia Kingdom, no doubt about it. The world government went out of their way to erase the kingdom. They went out of their way to eliminate, to erase Lulusia Kingdom, to a point where they stated that it never existed. Another kingdom, O'Hara, got erased because of what? The tree of knowledge. What O'Hara, the people of O'Hara knew about the ancient kingdoms, the ideals of the ancient kingdom. You see how it all comes together. The world government are covering their tracks by erasing, by ensuring that the tracks, by ensuring that the tracks of the ancient kingdoms, the ideals of the ancient kingdoms, doesn't come to light. That's the world government for you, man. They are willing to erase themselves from the inside out, to erase the kingdoms that they got formed out of, man. It's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. What? How could that be? Then I'm just shocked, man. I am shocked as well. This overwhelming surge of information that Sokka just dropped on us, man. It's crazy, man. Huh? More folklore when it comes to the world government, man. Huh? What? Is that really true? Usopp's shocked. Frankie is smiling. He's enjoying the information. Wow. Talk about a tale packed with romance and mystery. Hang on a second, Vegapunk. Doesn't that mean that everyone who's learned about this will be erased? And that's exactly what we saw. Coming back to my point I was making. Lulusia Kingdom, Alabasta, O'Hara, man. The three that we know so far, that was most certainly erased, man. Oh my God, who else knows? Robin. There, Robin knows. The world government fears the information that she has, the ideals of the ancient kingdom. She has all of that inside of her. Inside of here, Robin has the ideals of the ancient kingdom, and the world government wants to control that knowledge as best as they can. That's why they want to capture Nico Robin. Ever since Enies Lobby. Ever since then. Oh my God. The lore of how the world government got created out of these 20 kingdoms. Not only that, but portraying the world government as true bad guys now. It is something truly to behold, man. The world government are full on bad guys now. No doubt about it. Next page will be eliminated, yes. Everyone that knows about the ideals of the ancient kingdoms or the ancient kingdom will be erased, will be eliminated, like the three kingdoms that we know of, man. O'Hara, Lulusia, Alabasta, man. Oh my God in heaven. Why are you telling us then? I heard him say it. Forget all of it, Usopp. You don't know anything. You didn't hear anything. How can you pretend like you didn't hear that? The world government is even more terrifying than before. The world flipping government is more terrifying. No doubt about it. I told you, it's only a theory. He's still going on about the theory though. Sokka is still going on about the theory. You don't erase kingdoms based off of a theory, man. You don't do that. It is true. It is flipping true, man. But Nico Robin, if Ohara was indeed wiped out over this theory, wouldn't that mean that the government has essentially admitted that it is true exactly? By their actions, they admitted that it is true, that theory of the ideals of the ancient kingdom is true, man. It's true. It is flipping true. In what capacity are you speaking here? The scholars of Ohara had to perform painstaking research on precious ancient texts to arrive at that theory. With your status, can you learn the truth straight from the government? No, whether affiliated with the government or not, the result would be the same. You will be eliminated all the same, whether you are affiliated with the world government or not. We saw it with the kingdoms that formed the world government. The world government don't care if you are affiliated with them at all. They eliminated the kingdoms that were affiliated with them because of the flipping knowledge that those kingdoms had. They eliminated those kingdoms. So the world government don't care whether you are affiliated with them or not. They don't just give a damn. They want to eliminate all traces of the ideals of the ancient kingdom as best as they possibly can. Even I would be eliminated for speaking about it. And that's why CP0 is coming here, man. To eliminate Vegapunk himself, man. To eliminate him, man. That's why he's coming here, man. Good grief, man. This chapter is just full of information. Information overload. I cannot handle this. I can't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I cannot handle this. Next page. I don't wanna hear it then. This is torture. Just let us go. Usopp don't want to have anything to do with it. With the information they can possibly get himself killed, man. Usopp knows better, man. In that case, how did you learn about the ancient kingdom? There it is, man. All the text, the library that Ohara compelled, it's all the will of Ohara still lives on. There we go. The title of the chapter. What is that supposed to mean then? The will of Ohara still live. The events of that day shocked the world. The island of scholars Ohara, the most known, the most knowledgeable place in the world, destroyed in the course of a single night, with only one little girl left behind, Nico Robin herself, man, for the crime of being a fanatical sect of scholars seeking to overturn the world government itself. Several months after it happened, I took a trip to the charred remains of Ohara. I'd known the great archaeologist Dr. Clover in life and thought it appreciate to pay my respects to his memory. You knew Professor Clover there? Vegapunk and Professor Clover knew each other, man. They flipping knew each other. One was a flipping genius in archaeology. The other was a genius scientist, man. So the two genius minds met each other in life, man. It only makes sense they are both geniuses, and somewhere along the line they must have flipping knew each other, man. It is wow, man, guys. Next page. He was an adventurer who obsessed over the void century and traveled the world in search of rare texts. Clover was arrested by the Navy and broke out of prison 10 old times. 10 times! What? And what I saw turned me. There, then you see a silhouette of who the flip is that? Who the hell is that? Who the hell is that, guys? That's a weird looking silhouette. That's a person. You see legs, you see arms, but then you see this elongated head, man. That looks like a sword of some sort. I don't know, man. What the hell is that? What the flip is that, guys? I don't know what that is. What the... I don't know. Eventually other scholars... Wait a minute, where am I here? He was an adventurer who obsessed over the void century and traveled the world in search of rare texts. Clover was arrested by the Navy and broke out 10 whole times, guys. It made him the most famous archaeologist in the world. Eventually, other scholars were drawn to him and his quest, and O'Hara became a sacred land for archaeology, man. Their brilliance was the cause of their tragedy, man. I set foot on O'Hara, where even the tree of knowledge had been burned to the ground, and what I saw stunned me. And then you see the silhouette. Then you see this flipping silhouette. Is that Dr. Vegapunk? I set foot on O'Hara. Oh my God, that is him. That is Vegapunk. That is the actual Vegapunk. The island is Egghead Island, guys. It is Egghead Island. And that kind of resembles an egg. That kind of resembles an egg, guys. That's Vegapunk. That's him. Because Vegapunk is talking about himself in this panel, and you see the silhouette. That's the island that he went to, man. The charred remains of O'Hara. Oh my God. What does it look like? The lake in the center of the island was full of a massive collection of books and papers of all kinds. Yo, there we go. There we go. They saved the knowledge. They threw the books into the lake. There we go. It is not all lost. What is this? I suspect that as the Buster Call burned down the island around them, the scholars of O'Hara made their final stand and died protecting the fortune they wish to leave behind for the future, man. There we go. They went out like true flipping archaeologists, man, protecting archaeology for the future, man. Going out in a blaze of glory, man. And that's why this chapter is called The Will of O'Hara, because of what the scholars of archaeologists did here, man. Before they went out with the Buster Call, they made their final stand, and their final stand was to protect the future of knowledge. You gotta love to see it, guys. You gotta love it. Next page. Ignorant soldiers would not have the ability to recognize the value of what they We're seeing O'Hara won. It is true. Now we can think about it. O'Hara did win, man. The Navy or the world government wanted to erase everything associated with O'Hara. The tree of knowledge with the library that held the knowledge, man, that held so much knowledge about the ancient flipping kingdom, man. And all of that got saved, man. All of that is still there, man. It is still around. So the world government didn't succeed. They didn't win. We won. O'Hara won in the end. They won. They flipping won. They came through, man. They fought to the bitter end. When I saw and understood what had happened, it left me helpless to stop the tears from... yeah. Vegapunk himself was crying because of the heart that he saw, man. The heart, the determination of O'Hara, man. Even after it got wiped out by the Buster Call, the will was still there. The will of archaeology still, man, we're still amongst the ruins, guys. It was still there. Man, Robin is getting emotional, guys. Please take care of Robin. Make sure she escapes from the island. I still have things to do here. Mother, I don't want to leave you. I'll stay here with you. Yeah. No. Man. Save the books. Throw them out the windows. Robin, history is humanity's greatest asset. We cannot give up on the future of the world. There we go. Look how she said it here. We cannot give up on the future of the world, man. She ends it with world, man. And who wants to erase all of that? The world government, the flipping world government. And she ends this flipping statement with world, man. Flip, man. That's just beautiful, man. This is so flipping beautiful, man. 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 This is beautiful. These panels are beautiful, guys. How it got laid out, how this flashback got laid out, man. And not only a flashback, man, but this is the portion of the flashback we didn't see, man. We didn't know if the books of knowledge survived. We didn't know that. Seeing it in these panels, man, is something else, man. Wow. Man, guys, this is beautiful, man. Next page. Mother, be proud, Robin. Yo, man, seeing these again, man, it's painful, man. It was painful the first time around. Man, your mother is noble. The Jaguar de Soul, O'Hara fought against the world, and they won. They actually won. O'Hara won against the world. Yo. Hey, what's the big idea? Making Robin cry. Stupid helmet. Frankie wouldn't understand. You wouldn't flipping understand. This is outside of your scope of flipping understanding, Frankie. This is... Oh my God. Only an archaeologist would understand this, man. Only an archaeologist would understand what Sokka is talking about here. You're gonna get it. Vegapunk, as soon as you release my shoes. Vegapunk. Just as you suspected, O'Hara uncovered the existence of the ancient kingdom. Their confirmation. That's why they got wiped out. I see then. It is the truth. Where are the books from the lake now? I wanted to take them back to Punk Hazard with me. But if my superiors had heard about it, all would have been lost. Exactly, man. Vegapunk made a smart choice not to take it to Punk Hazard because, yes, you cannot trust anyone with that information. That is sacred information that you cannot trust anyone with, man. The world government would kill for that information. They would literally kill for it. And we saw them do it with 3 different kingdoms. The truth is, we didn't see them do it with 3 different kingdoms. We know about Lulusia and flipping Ohara. When it comes to flipping Alabasta, that is still up in the air for interpretation. But come on, it is laid out in this chapter that the world government most certainly took out King Cobra, man, and blamed Sabo, man. And blame flipping Sabo, and that's why they wanted to kill Sabo, because Sabo saw Imu-sama. Sabo saw Imu-sama, guys, and that's why they wanted to eliminate Sabo and Lulusia, man. But Sabo wasn't on Lulusia kingdom. He wasn't there, man. He was somewhere else, man, looking back at Lulusia kingdom of what is happening. It's crazy. It's flipping crazy. Next page. I encountered quite a combination of people that day. Ohara West Blue 22 years ago, months after the Buster Call incident. Who's here at these ruins? There, Vegapunk is... Did Vegapunk go back? But that day. No, it's still that day. He went to the ruins. Giants. All right, lift it up. What are giants doing here? And what do I do now? Do they understand the value of these books? No, you see actual giants in the lake recovering the books, guys. We see actual giants. No, Jaguar the Soul was a giant. Remember? So Jaguar the Soul isn't dead. He must have sent those giants to retrieve the books. There we go. And then we see an old dude here. Who the flip is this? But in that panel, we see the silhouetted Vegapunk again. Wait a minute. Is that Vegapunk himself, guys? This is only a shot of his face, not his full body, and that's why it's still silhouetted. That's his entire body. Obviously, Oda is not gonna reveal his entire body here. That's why it's still silhouetted. But here in this panel, before that panel, you can literally see his face. It is not silhouetted. It is not silhouetted at all. That's an old man. That's Vegapunk, guys. That's an old flipping man. There we go. Just like I suspected Vegapunk to be old. It's been a while. Hello, Vegapunk. Not that I had to guess it was you. Thanks to that head of yours. Is that... Yeah? There's someone in the silhouette. There's someone behind Vegapunk on that cliff. Someone is on the cliff. Someone has a robe on. Who the flip is that? Wait a minute. Wait. Let's zoom in here, guys. What the flip? Who the hell is that? That person has a cloak on, guys. It's been a while. Hello, Vegapunk. Not that I had to guess it was you. Thanks to that head of yours. Is that... Wait a minute. Huh. I may think I know who that guy is. I know who that is, guys. If that is not Dragon, then I don't know who the hell that is, guys. That rope. Only Dragon wears robes like that. Only Dragon wears flipping robes like that, man. That's a dragon cape, guys. That's a dragon flipping rope, I'm telling you. Because Sokka was talking to Dragon 2 chapters ago. He was talking to Dragon, guys. So we know that Vegapunk and Dragon knew each other just by that conversation alone, man. That's Dragon, I'm telling you. That's flipping Dragon, guys. Next page. There we go. Dragon. Yes, Dragon. There we go. Monkey D. Dragon. And there we see Vegapunk. There we see Vegapunk. Look at Vegapunk. What the flip? Yeah, Dragon. What are you doing here? I'd ask the same of you, Vegapunk. Somehow, your head has grown even larger, man. Man, that's one hell of a head, man. I knew old Clover as it happens. Ah, you too? Well, he had a way. The idea that he would try. A bad joke, Dr. Vegapunk, Director, Punk Hazard Lab, age 43, Captain, Monkey D. Dragon Captain, Freedom Fighters, age 33, Freedom Fighters, so the Revolutionary Army hasn't been created yet, the Revolutionary Army hasn't been created yet. Captain of the Freedom Fighters. What? Age 33. So the Revolutionary Army wasn't yet a thing when he met Vegapunk. Are you curious about those giants too? They are not thieves. I already looked into it. They've come from Elbaf, it seems. And they know what those books down there are worth. Their captain was a strange man, all covered in bandages. There's confirmation. Their captain must be Jaguar the Soul. It must be covered in bandages because of what happened at Ohara 22 years ago. There we go. Next page. He said Ohara gave their lives to save this asset of humanity. We can't let it be erased from history. It's a good thing that your world government didn't figure it out and come back to destroy the books that remained. Now, just a moment. I'm not. It made me sick to hear the news that you're a government lapdog now, man. And now the world government wants to erase their lapdog, man. When you were too good to accept our offer to join the Freedom Fighters? No. So flipping Dragon actually came up with the proposition that Vegapunk should join his Freedom Fighters, and Vegapunk obviously turned it from the hand. He denied it. He turned it down to be a lapdog for the world government. Don't be stupid. What would my intellect and expertise achieve? It is kind of true when you think about it that way as well. But come on, Vegapunk could have been such a good ally to the freedom fighters, man. The things that he can create, the weapons, man, the military weapons that he can create, man, the pacifistas, man. So in a way, what Vegapunk is saying here, you can understand it to a degree, but also not, because Vegapunk could have been such a great addition to the freedom fighters, man. What his genius scientific mind, man. So I don't know what to think here. What Vegapunk is even talking about here. I don't know what to think, guys. I don't, man. All I know is that Vegapunk could have been a great addition to the freedom fighters. Within an improvised military force like yours. Yes, I know. You were always honest to a fault. Wait a minute. Wait, fault? The world government is a massive organization, and within the Navy, in particular, there are many reasonable people to be found. Don't lose sight of the gold dragon. I know, but I'll admit, this one really shook me. Why did I read this thing right, guys? What the flip? Because here on the flip and right side are text here of trotting around the globe, didn't he? To destroy the world of a cover-up. To destroy the world of a cover-up. Trotting around the globe, didn't he? To destroy the world of a cover-up. Next page. For the crime of speaking their mind to the cruel, unfair force that is the law, a group of powerless academics, man. Just because they spoke up, man, they spoke the truth, man, of what was really going on, man, was obliterated by extreme violence, man. The fucking world government, man. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing about their disgraceful acts, man. I'm sick and tired of that shit, man. I'll see to it that Clover's death and O'Hara's will don't go to waste before that year had ended. He joined with Emperor Ivankov and Bartholomew Kuma. There we go. So Kuma and Ivankov were the first to join the ranks of the Revolutionary Army, to create the Revolutionary Army that now shakes the world to its core, man. And now we know the true mission of the Revolutionary Army from the freedom fighters, as they were called before. The mission still stays the same: to take down the world government. Not only the celestial dragons, but the world government as a whole. This confirms that the Revolutionary Army isn't only after the flipping celestial dragons that should be wiped out. I have been an advocate for that for a long time, man. Ever since Saboti, man. But now here as well, man. In this chapter, man. Oh my God, it makes so much more sense, man. It makes so much more sense seeing it from this perspective, man, of the true goal of the Revolutionary Army. That's to take down the world government, man. To take them down, man. Not only one party in the government, but the government as a whole, man. Flip it, man. Because the celestial dragons don't have the power, don't have such power to eliminate, to erase kingdoms as the world government as a whole, man. It's crazy, man. The world government is erasing their own kingdoms, my guys. It's erasing its own kingdoms. They're erasing their own kingdoms. And for what? For what? Next page. I didn't realize Luffy's dad was so passionate. Did I hear you mention Elbaf? Dragon and Professor Clover had a connection too. My brain is overflowing, man. Why did Kuma help us? Why did you make him a cyborg, Vegapunk? Iva was a founding member of the Revolutionary Army, and then you see Sanji all being depressed, man, because of the Okama way, man. The Okama way, man. And what he had to endure on that island, man. It's true that we must not allow the government to discover that Ohara's library still lives. That is of the utmost importance, man. Of the utmost importance at man. So out of personal interest, I traveled to Elbaf in secret and read all of the books they rescued. In other words, all of the world's mysteries that Ohara deciphered. And then you see a silhouetted wait a minute, a silhouetted Vegapunk. What a silhouetted bandage up. I assume that is flipping Soul. Jaguar the Soul. That's him, man. The shape looks like him. There, it's Soul. There's the head, the cowboy head. That's Soul. So he did survive after he got turned into an ice popsicle, man, by Aokiji, man. But surely that was 22 years ago. That injury must have happened recently, man. Recently, man. Right here in my brain, where I have carried on the great work of researching them. There we go. Vegapunk stored it into one of his 6 satellites, man. The main satellite, he stored it into the memory banks of the main satellite, Sokka, man. The good man. Vegapunk was a smart one to store it into his main satellite, man. To store such important information into his main satellite. It's crazy, man. Now Vegapunk can research the history of the world by not even having to do much. And that's why he created the 6 satellites, to take the workload off of him, man. Next page. That giant captain, his name was Soul, wasn't it? Yeah. The laugh, man. The she. Man. Just laugh, man. Remember what I said to Robin. Just laugh when you feel sad, man. And that's what Robin had been doing. If she would feel sad, she would just laugh like that, man. Laugh like a giant. He is currently in hiding. I could not tell you more. However, he might be. There, look at that panel, guys. Yo. That is not sad, guys. You know what I see in this panel, guys? This is Robin. Having a relief inside of a heart. That Soul is still alive, guys. That Soul is still okay, man. The person that taught her so much, man, in that difficult time, man. Man. Thank you, Dr. Vegapunk, for ensuring that O'Hara's battle wasn't in vain. I am simply engaged in all areas of study. It is the nature of a scholar. Wow. The shoes are moving on their own. I cannot release you, but you may come with me. I have something to show you. The magnetic fields are pulling them so they cannot be released inside of this place. It is pulling them involuntarily so. Next page. Scrap heap, Fabriface, Egghead. Hey, Chopper, there's no place to hide inside it. Oh, it must be the kind that goes on its own. That goes on its own. So that thing moved on its own. Then how about go? Go, robot. What's the command? Honestly, surely the command code is not gonna be as something as simple as go, robot. Or just go. It's gotta be something more than that. What's the command? No, I bet we have to call its name first. Go, Robonosuke. Luffy, what are you doing? That's not Robonosuke. We are not in Wano. Go, Robo King. What's up with these names, man? Do you really think that one of those are gonna be the command code to get that thing moving? Robonosuke is probably the worst one. You guys are such dumb little kids. That's not going to. Exactly not gonna work. Huh? The robot exploded. What? It actually exploded. No way, surely that didn't work. Those random names, surely that didn't trigger an explosive. Surely it didn't, man. If it did, then that's just comic relief, man. Next page. Help! I Rayquaza! Help! I failed again. Blasted! Someone, anyone, I Rayquaza! Help! There we fucking go! There Vegapunk in the present! This is not a flashback! This is not a flashback! That's Vegapunk! There we go! Did time space get twisted somehow while I was warping? While he was warping, what is that supposed to mean? Huh? Hold on. Wait. What's with the guy? He looks like Kinemon. Kinemon, what makes you think of Kinemon? I'm sinking. Hang on, I'll save you. Thanks. Wait a minute. Thank you. You're Dragon's son, aren't you? I knew you were here. Thank you for coming. And you, Bonnie, how much you've grown. It's so good to see you flourishing. What? What is he floating? Vegapunk. I see you're wearing them too. Look, the dumb shoes have a hover function. Just push in the button on the side, grab the level, and... Oh, we shut up. Wow! That actually worked. So you could have flown all this time. What? Next page, final page. Push it down like this. That's it. Too high. There we go, and then you get the flipping tire panel Vegapunk flying through the air. Look at him. Rayquaza, help. Yo, what happened to his long head? And it has been flipping how long? It has been a long time though, guys. Since that time. And I assume or presume that that's the hover feature. That Apple have Apple-like thing there. I presume that's the thing that makes you float, right? The hover function thing. Unless that is just for Vegapunk. Whatever the hell that is, man. Dr. Vegapunk, the smartest man in the world. SSG, Navy Special Science Group. The leader. There he is in all of his glory, guys. That's the actual Vegapunk, guys. The old guy. Man, dudes. We are, man, what a way to meet Vegapunk so explosively, man. Just like he is, man. Vegapunk is an explosive flipping figure, man. Man, this is something else, man. We've always wanted to see this guy, man. And we finally get to see him, man. Over 1,000 chapters in, man. And we finally see Vegapunk, man, in the flesh. What does this mean for the story going forward, man? We've only seen his work, man, ever since pre-time skip, man. With the pacifistas, man. What happened on Punk Hazard, the experiments, man. We've only saw his experiments, the weapons that he creates, but not the actual person. This is something else, guys. Seeing present day Vegapunk, man. Something else, man. Yes, this page or chapter showed the past version of Vegapunk when he was still in his prime, man. When he still had that long ass head, man. But I have a theory. I'm gonna speculate of how he could have lost all of that, guys, and now he has only this apple-like thing on his head, man. He split himself up into 6 different satellites. So, with each satellite that he would have created, he took a piece of his mind along with it, man. So, for 6 satellites, you come up with this version of Vegapunk. He has given all of his knowledge to his different versions, man. To his different personalities, man. All of his traits are in the 6 individual satellites that he created. And that's why he doesn't have that long head anymore. His 6 satellites has his knowledge, has his personality, man. But it's something else to see the actual person, man. To see the actual genius behind all of these creations, man. The smartest man in the world, man. That couldn't have been betterly said, man. That couldn't have been said better. The smartest man in the world. There he is, Vegapunk, man. That's old mysterious flipper. Let me say this, guys. Vegapunk was such a mystery to me, man, because I didn't see this guy's face, that I started to believe that this guy was a computer, man. That I began to start to believe that he was a flipping computer, man. That's how mysterious this guy were, man. Oh my God. To see this man here, it is something else, man. But yeah, guys. With that being said, guys, I've come to the end of my One Piece chapter 1066, guys. For now, guys, I might come back and do another chapter, guys. But for now, guys, I'm going to edit this video, guys, edit everything, getting it ready for YouTube, and then I'm going to do another chapter, guys. Probably my last chapter for the day, guys, and I'll see you later, guys. Goodbye, guys.